Welcome to Mean Green 24/7's Film Breakdown. I'm Matthew Bruni, and today we're going to be looking at North Texas basketball and how the team uses screens in intricate and productive ways. Alright, so right here, Duffy's pushing it in transition. Zach's going to set a drag screen. Defender goes under it. Duffy hits the three. But let's take a closer look at this play, because once Duffy crosses half court, there's no real advantage here. He's got Ryan Woolridge on the left wing, who's not a great three-point shooter. Mike has DeRugi on him, and then Duffy himself has two guys on him, including Zach's man, Oliver Powell. Zach is trailing the play, and he's going to set a drag screen for him, but he could just run straight to the rim, right? Like that's what a lot of bigs do. But instead, he sets the drag screen to put the defenders in a more compromising position. They want to go over the top of it and drop the big because that's conventional pick and roll coverage, but instead he's forced to go underneath it, and that gives Duffy the open three with 5 seconds into the shot clock, and it's good. Here's one more look at the play. I mean, this is just basic transition offense, and when you run in transition, the defense is put in a bad spot. Okay, so right here, again, Duffy's attacking in transition, gets the drag screen from Zach, in and out, crossover, finishes with the left hand. It's a very simple play, but let's take another look at it here. Again, Duffy does not have numbers here. It's basically a 3-on-5 break, but they are intent on attacking. So the drag screen comes, puts Tim Rowe in a bad spot, but I mean, those two do a good job in the pick and roll coverage, dropping the big, getting over the top, but Ryan's man, Drain, is hugging him way too tightly, and 3 passes away, he has to be there. So again, the drag screen comes, watch Drain in the corner, needs to be helped 3 passes away, and Duffy gets a layup. So right here, Ryan comes down the paint, finishes easily over the Marshall big, but this is a very interesting play because first, watch the guards run to the wing. So that's the first thing. No time is run off the shot clock, and they're sprinting. That sets it up nicely. Then Zach sets a high pick for Elmore, but he really wants to go under it. And he goes under it, but Zach rescreens at the CUSA logo. So at this point, Ryan just has too much of a head of steam, and he just attacks the big, and it's a layup. So when you watch this back, you see Zach set the screen, but then roll and not let Elmore get there. So right here, Grant McCaslin had a great quote talking to me about why teams will never do this to Ryan Woolridge, because he's just too lethal in the full court. He said any team that does this is going to lose. So this is exactly why. Ryan has West on him. Zach is going to come give him a screen. He probably doesn't need a screen, but he gets one anyways. He gives him a nice crossover. West bites. They're down 20, so he's got to be aggressive, but still, Ryan's just going to attack the big, who's out of position right here. Easy, finish, layup. Again, watch it again. Crossover, in and out, layup. Watch how Ryan sets up this screen right here. It's a simple fist play, dribbles all the way to the corner, and then hits Zach in the post, clears out. Zach has the mismatch and finishes. This is not as complicated of a play, but it's really effective because once you go into the fist set, you swing the ball, reject the screen, but Zach's man is already brought up above where he usually plays. So Ryan dribbles down, brings Bracey down, then takes the dribble and takes it all the way up to the top of the key. It's forcing the switch, and then Zach goes to the paint, gets the switch. Really, Ryan's man should double down at that point, but he gives up the layup to Zach. So here he is one more time. Ryan dribbles down, sets it up very nicely, hits it down, no double team comes. Zach gets an easy layup. Now right here is one of the best plays Rose makes in this game. Nice crossover, finishes. His crossover really sets up the pick and roll coverage really nicely because Zach comes up and sets the screen. He sees that there's no entry to the post, but instead of waiting for him, he dribbles down and lowers his man to the free throw line. So his man has to recover when the screen comes. So he jumps up, the crossover again pushes him out of position, and then allows him to attack to the left side and finish at the rim. One more time, just watch how this move right here sets up the entire play. The defender has to jump back into position, Rose blows by and finish. Finally, Ryan gives a nice hesitation, finishes with his right hand on the left side. 3 shooters around him. The flat ball screen really does it here. Tope set the flat ball screen. Tim Rowe has to call out the pick and roll coverage, but neither one really knows where Ryan's going. So the hesitation throws them off. Both jump to Ryan's right side, so he goes to the left and the paint is wide open there. One more time, flat ball screen, hesitation, finishes very nicely. Alright, now when watching film, you have to notice how the defense is playing you and the personnel you have on the floor. So you have shooters on the outside here. You have Zach on the inside, and he's going to bring his man with him when he comes and sets this screen. Now, Ryan is going to attack to the left, and Duffy's man is going to help off of him here. The simple play is to kick it outside to Duffy, but Ryan is called for the charge. So one more time, Duffy's open in the corner, Ryan is called for the charge. A similar play happens here. Duffy sets up the screen nicely, but is called for the charge with Ryan in the corner. Again, nice little hesitation, gets the defense off balance. He attacks on the left side. Ryan is in the corner, but he's not a great 3-point shooter. Now, Ryan has all the space in front of him and could easily attack the rim on a cut to be in the line of vision, but instead he sits in the corner and Duffy is called for the charge. One more time, Ryan sits in the corner. Duffy could easily hit him, but instead it's a charge. Lastly, Ryan makes a tough floater. That is an incredible play. But look here, so Duffy curls to the outside. You have 3 shooters here. Zach sets a dummy screen just to get his big out of position. And then Ryan has a nice lane to the rim, and the help is kind of late here because this is not the help that's supposed to be here. So Ryan could kick it outside, but instead he makes the floater. Again, we have dummy screen. Ryan blows by Bracey, finishes with the floater. Now here, notice how the corners are playing Duffy and DJ. We're going to show a screenshot here from the first half of how Mo and Mike are being played in the corners. The defenders are a couple feet above the men in the corner. So when the screen comes up, it's simply to get the big out of the paint. So again, he gets him out of the paint. Duffy catches it. He knows he has a lane to the rim here. So he catches, attacks, and watch DJ in that corner as well. He could easily kick it out to him. But he throws a pump fake, gets Archibald off his feet. DeRugi rotates well to the corner, and so Duffy does it himself and finishes. One more time. They need a bucket here with 4 minutes left, and Duffy does a great job at finishing there. Alright, so right here, this is the set that every casual fan needs to know about this North Texas team. This is Fist. Alright, ball reversal, swing around, clear out, get the 1-5 pick and roll, attack, get fouled. So right here, again, you'll see Grant McCaslin urging his team to get into this set because it takes a little bit of time, you know, dribble handoff, swing, swing. You'll see Duffy clear out, so you have 3 shooters on the weak side, setting up the 1-5 pick and roll here, and the 1 can do whatever he wants off this, the 5 can roll, and here Ryan attacks and gets fouled. So again, you'll see Zach come up, set this dummy screen just to get the defense moving. This is all just to get the defense talking, in action. The 1-5 pick and roll is the cherry on top, and he gets fouled. Right here, you'll see that this pass kind of ignites it. Duffy cuts through. Tope sets the screen. Duff screens to screener, pops up, gets the good look from 3. Tope, off the mismatch, finishes the play off the offensive rebound. So again, you'll see the ball movement, Duff cut through, Tope set this screen, but then at the same time, Duffy sets the screen on Rowe. So that puts 3 men in the action right off the bat. So you have Tope here, then you have Duffy screening Rowe to keep him high, and when Tope rolls, Duffy's man will either have to stay with him or go out to Duff. He gets stuck behind Tope, and Duff gets the good look from 3. Now Rowe tries to get back into the play, but Tope's already there. Gets the rebound, makes a nice play. Alright, we're just going to let this roll through. Ball movement. Really watch Tope seal his man there. then do a good job of keeping Rowe behind him, making the play, and scoring. Finally, we have a little bit more of a complex play. La Tech's been hedging screens all day long. They know that they're going to hedge the screen, so he extends the coverage out. Rose gets a good look from 3, and even though he misses, it's a pretty good look. So again, you'll see kind of a fist set. Rose clears out. Rose fakes like he's setting a screen for Mike off the weak side. Tope sets the screen. Tope is going to roll, and Rose is going to clear out to the wing here. So when all that happens, again, they hedge the screen. Tope rolls. Rose's man either has to tag the roll man or go out with Rose to the 3-point line here. So let's see what he does. He tries to tag, and then he gets there, but even though it's a pretty good look for Rose here, okay? One more time. Watch the ball reversal. This is the variation of fist here. So Tope is going to set the screen, roll to the basket. Rose's man tags him. It's a little late to contest. Good look from Rose, even though it doesn't go in. Thank you for watching. Check out mingreen247.com for more in-depth content.